Hello one and all, and welcome to Let's Play Dragon Quest. I am the Max Few Trades, and it has been a while since I have been on my computer playing a video game with a microphone. People may or may not be aware of the fact that recently I've been kind of in a bad mental space. Had to take a bit of a rest, a bit of a recharge, and I decided, hey, how am I going to come back to all this? Well, let me tell you how I'm going to come back to all this. I'm going to start by playing the first entry in what might possibly be my favorite franchise ever. For those who don't know, Dragon Quest is a series of RPGs created by Enix and, eventually Square Enix and the like, and that's all well and good and everything, but the problem is, Final Fantasy kind of gets all of the attention, and I think that's just not too cool. Because Dragon Quest is freaking amazing, and I've always preferred every single entry in this series to Final Fantasy. Not that I don't like that series, mind you, it's just, I don't know, it's just something about this. It's awesome turn-based RPG at its absolute core, and, throw in some character designs by Akira Toriyama, and just all-around general overwhelming charmingness about the whole dang thing, and there you go, I guess. Anyway, I feel as if it's important for me to make note of the fact that I'm technically playing a remake of the first Dragon Quest game. You see, the series used to be Dragon Warrior, but then there was some trademark stuff, they had to change things here and there, yada yada yada, not too important. The point is, it's Dragon Quest now, and this originally came out on the Super Famicom, or the NES in Japan. America, we get the stuff as we can. However, they remade it. Oh boy, I'm getting all tongue-tied. Sorry, been a while since I've done this. They remade the game for the Super Nintendo. To the best of my knowledge, that never got to America, but there was a patch that someone made to make it English, and now I'm gonna play that. Is basically the point I'm getting at, because it's generally just an all-in-all upgrade to the original. I like the original, and it has its place in history, but hey, sometimes a remake is a perfectly acceptable substitution. Anyway, I believe I've gabba-gabbed more than enough. How about we actually play some crazy games here? Alright, the question of the day is, who on earth am I actually going to be? Oh boy. So to the best of my knowledge, the protagonist of this game actually has a name, but I don't remember it at this moment in time. So I'm just going to use the first thing that comes to my mind, and that is Parcel. I'm not sure why I just decided that was his name, but that's his name. His name is Parcel. Let's do this. Parcel, descendant of the legendary warrior Edric. We've been awaiting your arrival. Long ago, the legendary warrior Edric was given the Ball of Light by God. By mother flippin' God, man. With its power, he defeated the demons that had covered this world. We were just up to our armpits in demons. It was the worst. Then the evil Dragon Lord appeared. He stole the Ball of Light and then sealed it away in darkness. Before long, this world may be totally enveloped and destroyed by this darkness. Brave Parcel, please defeat the Dragon Lord and return the Ball of Light by any means possible. If you open the treasure chests over there, the content should aid you in your journey. Also, if you speak to the soldiers in this room, they could give you important information about your quest. Well then, be off, brave Parcel. And that's quite literally all we get. This was long ago in the days of video games where even RPGs really didn't have that much of a plot. And this game gives you very little direction on where you're actually supposed to go or what you're supposed to do. You just kind of gotta wander around and hope for the best and everything will work out. Parcel, do you know about Princess Gwalin? Let's go with that. Nay, I know not about no lady type. Princess Gwalin is the only beloved daughter of the king. So when the queen passed away, Princess Gwalin helped support the king's broken heart as you do. Then, half a year ago, the princess was kidnapped by demons! As we have previously established, demons are kind of a thing we gotta deal with around these parts. The king doesn't ever speak about that, but I know he is suffering from the depths of his heart. Parcel, please go forth and rescue Princess Gwalin. Well, if that's something I done gotta do, then I guess that's something I'm gonna go undo. Alright, first things first, let's open up this thingamabobber. We got ourselves a magic key. Magic keys are items that you will eventually be able to buy. They can open any locked door anywhere, but they're one-time use. Let's see, we found a torch! A torch which we can use to illuminate things. And we found 120 gold. Sweet! Alright, now don't let the sprite fool you. For the record, we currently, if I'm correct, do not have a weapon, have no armor, and are not holding a shield, or even an accessory to our name. The sprite is a lie. Never trust your visuals. Anyway, when you leave the castle, you will see a town in the vicinity. You can purchase weapons and armor there. If you are wounded in battle, return to the town and stay at the inn so your wounds will heal. Pretty standard RPG fare. When you open the treasure chests, you should find a magic key. The key will disappear after you use it once, so you can only use one door with each of those keys. Your journey will now begin. Something I should point out, the translation of this game takes out all of the these and thous and forthwiths and all that other stuff, because this game was heavily drenched in some old-timey medieval speak, to the point where it actually it was kind of difficult to understand what they were saying sometimes. When you want to rest from your travels, come back. The king will record your journey for you on the Imperial Scrolls of Honor, otherwise known as saving your flippin' game. Do it often. A record of your journey can be written in the Imperial Scrolls of Honor. When you return from a break, it will be resumed where you were off. I don't know if that's actually going to be entirely necessary. I mean, this is one of, like, the very first RPGs that you could get out there, man, and it's actually beatable within, like, 3 to 4 hours if you know what you're doing. This is Tantgel, whatever. Many people would gather here since this place was a paradise. Then all the demons appeared. Sigh. Yeah, I know how that be, dude. Just terrible all around. Oh, Princess Gwilyn, where could she be? Could it be that she is dead? Oh no! What an unsettling thought. Parcel, please forget what I just said. Already did it, whoever you are. Let's see, over here we might find a sad, napping fellow. Hello there. Oh, Princess Gwilyn. Sob. Yeah, he's pretty broken up about all this. When you enter a cave, it's good to have a torch, because caves are filled with the powers of the darkness. Now, I'm pretty sure that's just shade, dude. And there are more monsters in caves than out in the countryside. That's actually genuinely useful advice. Thank you kindly, Mr. Man. Old man, what be? When the dragon of darkness spreads its wings, it marks the arrival of the descendant of Erdrick. May the light shine upon the darkness, God almighty. May the light shine upon the hero of legend, Parcel. Alright, I'm not sure if that actually did anything for me, but, thanks, I guess, random old person. Have fun with whatever it is you do for fun, I guess. Hee hee hoo hoo ha 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 ha. Alright, what about you? I'm a traveling merchant. Many of my colleagues were killed by minions of the Dragon Lord. So, you know, I've had a rough day. Because of this, I've collected mortifying and sorrowful memories of those times. Yeah, everyone's pretty bummed out, I can't help but notice. Did you hear? Yes, I'm shocked. So am I. Maybe I should actually... No, I didn't hear. What's up, dude? Rumor has it that there is a town that was destroyed by the demons. Well, that's not too hard to believe. They're running around, kidnapping princesses, being led by a flippin' dragon lord of all things, ransacking and murdering merchants and the like. I feel like destroying a town really wouldn't be that difficult or hard to believe. Welcome to Tangel Castle. Welcome to Tangel Castle. All right, well, thank you for your welcomings. I appreciate that greatly. All right, now we're just kind of thrusted out into the world and told, hey, good luck out there, buddy. Luckily, I actually know what it is I'm supposed to do, so that's pretty good. And behold, a red slime. I actually would kind of prefer if this wasn't the first thing we bumped into, because this is a subspecies of this game's iconic, you know, face enemy. You know, like the Mario series, they've got the Goombas and, you know, all that manner of stuff. Generally, if there was a mascot for the series, it would happen to be one of the critters that lives around these parts. That is a close relative of the red slime. Assuming anybody feels like running in and trying to kill me. And it's another flippin' red slime. Why you gotta be all like that, Mr. Red Slime? My goodness gracious. Alright, well, the red slime was defeated all the same, so I suppose that's all well and good. Also, I searched around and didn't find anything. That's what happens when you push that button. Okay, let's see here. I'm already pretty much close to death. We should probably go to this town and maybe buy some actual armor, or a weapon, perhaps. Welcome to the town of Brecconary. Let's go with that. Yeah, close enough, dude. Good job. Alright. Welcome. Please go inside and talk across the counter. Don't tell me what to do. I'm gonna do it, but I'm not gonna do it because you told me. Man, this is a weapon shop. How may I help you? I'd like a flippin' weapon, if you please. Let's see, we can get a bamboo pole. That's certainly something. We can get a club. We can get a copper sword, the best item possible here. Let's see here. The question is, I can't afford a copper sword right now, so I'm guessing I'm gonna have to settle for a good old club. The club! Would you like to equip this? Well, duh. It is best to equip things right after you purchase them. Otherwise, you kind of look like a ninny. Alright, so as it is, I also can't really afford any decent armor. Yes, you don't have enough money. I'm off by 2 coins. Oi, okay, fine. Then I must go and do some battle and grab a few, shiny shinies. And then perhaps I'll be able to buy some friggin' leather armor. It's not the best armor out there in the world, but it's certainly something I would like to make use of. Anyway, die, Slimy Joe! There! Okay, let's not die by slime if that's all the same to you, universe. Okay. To experience 4 gold. Huzzah, huzzee. Now we can buy ourselves some armor, and we might actually be able to survive and not get killed by happy-face slimes. Anyway. Knowing my luck, we're probably gonna somehow inexplicably never bump into it, so I'm just gonna say, the blue slime, the normal slime, is the mascot of the Dragon Quest universe. It's the lowest of the low, the most basic of the basic, the first thing you're likely ever going to ever fight in every single game. It is, pretty much... No, I don't know what button to use to make it go away. Thank you, okay. I am confused with the controls. Anyway, so yeah, the slimes. They are adorable and they are docile, but they will sometimes try to smack you about and you gotta show them what. Anyway, how be? Many brave young souls have set out from Tentacle on their travels only to perish. But for you, I wish the best of luck. It's like, yeah, everyone who's tried's dead now, so, there's that, but good luck. I am a traveling merchant for the town of Garinham, or Garinham, whatever, which is far to the north of this town. It's a small town on the northwest peninsula. With every move I made, I was swarmed by horrible monsters. It has been a miraculous and depressing struggle just to live. Yes. Can't help but notice everyone's just a little beacon of sunshine in this land. When you leave this town to travel, be wary of bridges. Terrible monsters are waiting to strike unprepared travelers and unprepared billy goats. Whichever comes first, man, they don't discriminate. They'll kill everybody. Did you know? I did. Oh, yes, indeed. You are surprised by my wealth of knowledge, it seems. No. It seems there's a town somewhere that sells magic keys. Well, I would certainly hope so, because there's a lot of doors we're gonna have to open, and I'm gonna need them if I want to make any progress. Are you a descendant of Edric? Do you have any proof? I mean, other than my word, no. Only true descendants of Edric bear proof. How exactly you prove you're the descendant of a legendary hero, I haven't the ever-loving slightest. Anyway, talk to this girl and you can get a temporary stalker. No, I'm not Princess Gwilyn, but hey, you're one handsome stud. I'm not letting you out of my sight. And then she's just gonna follow you around. When you leave town, she'll go away. I don't know why this is a thing in the game, but here it is, I guess. Welcome. This is an item shop. Well, as much as I like a good old-fashioned item shop here and there, I can't help but take note of the fact that I ain't got no monies. I don't suppose you'd let me sleep here, would you? Oh, it's 3 gold a night. I don't have it. Yeah, okay, great. That's great. Fantastic. You'll throw a guy out into the wilderness to be killed by an assortment of, like, slimes and bears and weird bird dinosaur things. The creatures in this universe are mad wackyo. Alright, well, let's just collectively hope that I'm capable of defeating the next monster without dying. Here we go. It's another red slime! And the red slime did not see me, which means I can strike! With the grace of a gazelle. There we go. Yo, that was our first level up. We've rose to level 2. Strength increased by 2, HP increased by 6, found 4 gold. Huzzah! Alright, now I am capable of going to the ever-loving inn and healing myself up. I'm gonna make a real strong effort to not die at any point in this game. I mean, it's unlikely that I'll be able to do it, but I'm gonna give it my best. I'm gonna give it the old college try. I'm gonna do everything I possibly can. But, dying is really inconvenient. If you don't know. I mean, in general, yeah, it's kind of an inconvenience. But in this game, not only do you die, you lose half your money. You get revived and everything, and that's cool and stuff, but literally half of whatever amount of money you have is just gone. Poof. Into the ether with it. It's very unfortunate, because money is kind of difficult to come by. As this is an RPG, grinding is actually advisable, I've got to say. So, in order to make things go a little bit more smoothly and the like, I will now proceed to do some of that stuff. I'm gonna fight some monsters, I'm gonna get myself some gold, I'm gonna level up a bit here and there, so we're actually able to face the many horrible, horrible monsters that are ahead of us. So, it's really just gonna be me walking in circles and whacking slimes over the head for a little while. So, I'll spare you guys that mundanity, because, I don't know, it's boring to watch, but it's really fun to do. I don't know why that is, but it just is. And why can't I find a blue slime up in here? My goodness golly gosh. And he can't even hit me properly. And it was a terrific move, otherwise known as a critical hit. Fancy pantsy. Alright, if I bump into any new monsters or I level up, I'll be sure to let you guys know. So, zim zam zoobity boom. There's a freaking blue slime. There you are, little buddy. My goodness gracious. Why were you so elusive? That don't make any dang sense. You're supposed to be the most absurdly easy to find creature in all of the existence. My goodness. Aha! There's the new enemy! My goodness, those slimes were taking forever to actually get any progress out of. Luckily, we've got a good Dracky here. Drackies are known for their giant teeth and their little flippy-flappy wings. They also aren't that much of a threat in the grand scheme of things, but, you know, they try their best. And, I mean, really, that's all you can ask of them. At least that's all I'm asking of them. So, there you go. They've met my standards, and they're as low as you can get. Wait, that's not a compliment. Ta-ta-ta-ta! Leveling up! My goodness gracious. Took a while there. Strength by 2, speed by 2, vitality by 1, HP by 2, and MP increased by 4. And we learned heal! Found 4 gold. Huzzah! Alright, we don't have any MP right now because we just gained it, but now we have access to our magic pool and our spells. Granted, all we have right now is a simple healing spell, but considering, we're not going to get any teammates in this game, and it's just going to be us on our little old lonesome for the entirety of the adventure. It's probably a good idea for us to be able to do something like that, I should say. Anyway, I still don't feel too confident in my abilities, so I shall continue to fight. Kiha! Realization! These red slimes are not red. They are, in fact, orange. Perhaps that's why they were renamed eventually to she-slimes, which I guess makes them the female equivalent to the blue slimes, but at the same time, we do see very obviously male she-slimes in future games, so I'm not entirely sure how that all works out. Something tells me I'm probably putting more thought into this than anybody behind the game actually did, and you should just, you know, look at the cool monsters and then whomp them on the head. That's just kind of how it works. Need to leave that be. Hey-oh! Suddenly a ghost! Suddenly a ghost with a big old floppy hat! Oh my goodness! Alright. Mind your manners and feel the thunder. Okay, there we go. We defeated him. I was unsure if I would have been able to at this point. Venture a little too far off into the wilderness and you're gonna find a steep difficulty curve, let me tell you. You really want to ease your way into these fights. Very slowly inch your way further out. Otherwise, you're gonna get your head ripped off. Luckily enough, bada bing bada boom, level 4. Strength by 1, speed by 2, vitality by 1, HP by 6, MP by 7. And I learned Fireball. So that's cool. I assume it's supposed to be Fireball? I can only assume. You can't cast it out here, but I guess there was a character limit. Couldn't use Fireball. Had to go with Fireball. I mean, that's all well and good. That's cool. I mean, I'm not going to hate on you for that. It's just a little silly. Again, probably why they renamed everything eventually. Because, actually, in the original, it's not fire magic at all. In fact, it's just a spell that's called Hurt. It's a spell of hurt. That is quite literally all that it is. So, I don't know, I guess they decided, hey, let's just make it a thing. Because in later games, there's no such thing as a Fireball spell or anything of the sort. Nah, you gotta cast Frizz. Frizz is the fire magic, man. But we shall approach all of these things in due time. Any ding-dong way. I feel strong enough to at least get a little bit of progress going on here. The first thing that we are expected to do... Actually, upon retrospect, I don't even know if we actually have to do this or not, but... I mean, it's the type of thing you really probably should do. It's plot relevant at the very least. You gotta venture way on over here. You'll find a hidden staircase in what can only be some kind of barren wasteland. I'm not entirely sure what the deal with that is. It's like there's a bunch of forest, and then there's like a desert. No grass whatsoever? That seems a little strange. What happened here? Let's see. Ah! Well, it's be dark as all get out in here. Let's see. Searched around. Nope, that's not what we wanted. What we want to do is use our mighty torch. Ta-ta! There we go. Man, in the original game, this barely did anything. You were pretty much just as vulnerable. Like, you got like a 1 pixel block of light ahead of you and behind you. It was absurd. Another reason to really kind of just dig this remake here. Let's see. Now, as that man once said, there be monsters all up in this place. So it'd be best to not mess yourself up something fierce. Let's see. Although I will investigate every nook and cranny of this little area in order to find some fat loots. Let's see, I think I made it just a big old circle. The answer to my query was a resounding yes, sir. Alright then. Then I guess we'll go down the torch-lit hallway, which provides no light, I can't help but notice. Terrible torches. The one I've got is clearly a whole lot better. Alright. Oh, okay, that looks like a significant thing. I must be going in the right direction. Granted, there's only one path. Okay, well now it kind of forks, but you know, it mostly leads to dead ends. Just looking around. There's something in here we gotta find. We gotta use all of our adventurer's instincts and the like. There we go. Oh, okay, that's a wall. Alright, here it is. It's a grave. Parcel reads the tombstone. A message is etched into it. Descendant, my name is Erdrick. 3 items were necessary to cross to the Island of Evil, which is kind of tells you exactly what you're in for with the name there, doesn't it? Which can be seen from Tentacle Castle. I collected these items, crossed to the island, and defeated the evil king. I then entrusted those items to 3 wise men in the kingdom. The descendants protect those items and await your arrival. When an evil demon rises once again on the island, collect those items and slay the creature. The 3 men await your arrival somewhere in this land. Go forth, my descendant. Yeah, no pressure. Just, you know, save the flippin' world. We don't have any idea what good old Parcel was doing before this. Could have been dressed up for a costume party for all we know. He didn't know anything about all this. Apparently he's the friggin' descendant of a legendary hero. That's just a lot of responsibility to thrust on a guy it's straight out of nowhere. I mean, my goodness. If memory recalls, he's like 16 years old. It's like, yeah, man, go save the world. It's like, what? Okay. I guess I'll try. Like, you know, if this goes horribly, let it be known you sent me off to my death. Then again, I guess it is medievally in time, so, I mean, like, 16 is like 53 in modern years. You're lucky to have lived anywhere close to that long. So, what do I know? Alright, so basically, that's the long and short of it. We've got to find 3 objects, of which used to belong to Erdrick. We can use them to cross an extraordinarily small, tiny little river, and then get to a big old island where a horrible dragon lord is residing. Ah, the Dreki fights back! How dare you! I hit you with my mighty club! My goodness gracious. Alright, 3 experience, 6 gold, all that good stuff. Alright, now we've got another town over here. Assuming we can actually get into there before we're accosted by a bunch of spooky ghosts. Get out of here, spooky ghost! Ain't nobody got time for you. There we go. I've got important adventurings and the likes to do. Alright, new town where everything is good and grand. Hello, sir, what be the haps? That's not the button, but okay. Would you like to hear my song, traveler? No, but sure, why not? Then, ahem. That's quite the low-pitched, ominous sounds you just made there, with what appears to be a wind instrument. So I'm not sure how you pulled that off. I'm impressed. Thank you very much. Actually, I'm training right now, but someday I want to become as talented as Garin. Who the flippin' dippin' dots is Garin? Welcome to Garinham, the town of the ancient Mistral. I wonder if those are related in any regard. You came from Tentacle? There was a cave halfway on your way here. That cave is said to be for the worship of the legendary warrior Erdrick. Yes, indeed. I visited it. I did that already. Very long ago, after a lengthy struggle, the minstrel Garin ended his long journey in this land and built this town. Therefore, this place is called the town of Garinham. Well, there you go. I get the Garin, but where's... What, did he have a fondness for pigs? Also, this is a really flippin' tiny town. I don't know if you know that. Anyway, The door is locked, because people, generally want to keep people out of their, belongings and the like. But once we grab ourselves some magic keys, oh, they will rue the day they tried to bar access from Parcel the Mighty. Anyway, what are you selling anyway? It's got some copper sword, we also got the hand axe, we got some chainmail, we also got the large shield. These things cost mad dollar. Holla holla, get dollar up in here. My goodness gracious. If you're not grinding for experience, you're grinding for money. Because I gotta get that equipment if I'm gonna stand anything resembling a chance in the nonsense that I'm gonna be going up against. Me oh my. Alrighty then. Back to the salt mines, I suppose. I enjoy fighting monsters, so it's not a big deal to me. It's just you guys don't really need to see the accumulated maybe hour and a half of this game that constitutes basically just grinding constantly. I'm doing yourself a favor. I'm showing you all the fights I have on the ways to and from towns and the like, so that's good enough. You'll get enough of that stuff. So I'm guessing we're just gonna beat up some bats. As you do. That's a magician! Oh, lordy, he's gonna pull a rabbit out of a hat or something or that nature. Oh, boy. Nope, he's got fireballs. He has fireballs. I think I might have bitten off a bit more than I can chew. This might have been a terrible, terrible idea, but I'm gonna keep hacking away at him with my club. With my billy club. Come on, bop him. Bop him on the head real good. Okay. Managed to get out of that one by the skin of my teeth. See, that's what I'm telling you guys about. Across one little tiny bridge. It's immediately south of the town I was just at, just for the record. And all of a sudden, boom! Monsters literally 3 times harder than what you're used to just fly out of nowhere. My goodness. Throwing their fireballs all over the dang place. Oi. Ta-ta-ta-ta! Alright, a level up. Fine and dandy. Strength by 3, speed by 2, vitality by 1, HP by 4, and MP by 4. Found 6 gold coins. Alright, so I have to admit, at this current moment in time, I'm trying to think about where exactly I should be headed. Don't get me wrong, I know how to ultimately beat this game and everything, but the order of operations is kinda left ambiguous. The way I remember doing things before, if I recall, also weren't the most efficient way of going about things. So, I think the game expects you, and would prefer if you possibly went this way first. If we find monsters that immediately rip my head off, well, we'll know we went too far. But there should be a town of some sort of general, I don't know, town-iness, somewhere in that general direction. Or a cave, or something or another, I don't flippin' know. I'll remember it when I see it. How about I tell you that much? Oi. Climbing all sorts of mountains, beating up ghosts. Where does a ghost even buy a hat that fancy? Who sells hats to ghosts? Are they born with the hats on their heads? Because that raises even further questions. How's a ghost born? Is the ghost perhaps something that used to be alive once? If so, why did they get to keep their hat? These are the questions that keep me up at night. Well, actually, no, it's my soul-crushing anxieties that keep me up at night, but, I'm trying to be comedic. Get out of here, Ghostman. Come on, how many times you gotta get walked on the head before you decide to... Also, how am I clubbing a ghost to death? This is also a thing that should not be a thing that is. Oh, video games, how I love thee and this lack of sense you make. Alright. So far, I'm still fighting a bunch of slimes and bats and ghosts and the like, so I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is actually where we're supposed to go. Of course, we just crossed a bridge, which means we are officially in uncharted seas. Gotta watch yourself. You never know what's gonna spring out. Oh, it's a Magidracky. Oh, that's a Dracky that knows some magics. Oh boy. Oh, odds and bodkins. Let's see, what can we do? What are we gonna do? All right, he's hacking away at me bit by bit. Oh boy. Okay, defeated him. I got him. All right, and that gave a considerably larger supply of experience and gold. So that's good, and it was also totally doable.